Good morning. Is it morning time? Sound like it's some sleep. Is it morning time already? Like I just went to sleep. Um, I'm gonna remove this out the way. It's in the way. I'm not gonna put that up there. Hey y'all, what's happening? I got some stuff I need to talk about. Y'all know what I do every morning. Come on and have breakfast. This morning we're having buttermilk pancakes, alleged chicken sausage, and cheese, tomatoes, and fresh farm eggs. We have a farm in the backyard. Allegedly. And these are uh, fresh, uh, no chemicals added to any of this food in here. Even the plate is environmental friendly. Allegedly. Why am I being silly early this morning? Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me do this right quick. And of course, we have some fresh coffee from Jamaica. Fresh Jamaican coffee. Who can ask for anything else? Well, I'm super excited right now because um, uh, this weekend, by Monday, we're going to reveal the name of the place that I'm having my birthday show. And I'm super excited. I do have some. I have a couple of my sons and friends who are gonna come to my aid and help me get this thing taken care of. Uh, um, mhm. All right, I just fixed that there. Okay, so and okay, so I did. We do have a few people who have already bought tickets. I know that's kind of weird buying tickets and you don't have a venue. We do have a venue. You can see it if you're a member. Only the members. Matter of fact, they just emailed me this morning. Hold on one second. I need to check that email and see what they said. And then we're going to set up where you can buy tickets online, even if you don't want to go and you just want to buy tickets. If you're not going to go and you want to buy tickets, let us know so we can give those. We want to give those tickets away. If you're not going to buy those tickets, we like to give them away. Okay, let me get my water. And let me light my candle. I like a candle in the background. If I can find my lighter. I don't know what I do with my lighter. I don't smoke, so I don't keep up with lighters. I just use it for, candles and stuff. And I like to have a candle in the background. Will y'all be able to see that candle in the background? Maybe not. Let me see. Let's stand over. Can y'all see that? Isn't that beautiful? It really adds to the atmosphere. You can't see it now, damn it. Yeah, you can't see it. Yeah, it's okay. She's back over there, but you can't see it. It's okay. It don't matter. Maybe if I sit it over here, you can see it. Yeah. Let me sit it over here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It was a great show last night. We did, and let me tell y'all, I did. Okay, sounds good. I don't have a problem with him, but so Y'all know I have sons. They're not my biological sons, but they're like my sons. And one of my sons, he wants to go on a cruise, right? But he's a very masculine guy. You can't even tell that he's a part of the community. And everybody he asks to go on a cruise with him, they want to sleep with him. So that's what me and him was talking about. It's like, you can't get nobody to just go on a cruise with him just to be friends and hang out. Everybody wants to sleep with him. And I get it, because that's what they do to me. So him and I was just talking, and I said, well, I suggested to him, why don't you just promote the cruise? And if we get enough people, you can get a free room, because see, the more people you get on a cruise ship, the more things they give you. Yeah. I'm drinking cold bottled water this morning. Yeah, the more people you get on. Hi, Sassy. How you doing, sweetie? The more people you get on the cruise, the more things they'll give you. So I did a cruise 4 years in a row. Story time. I did a cruise 4 years in a row, right? Oh, I'm going to give y'all an update on me paying my rent. Hey, Moondog, where you been? I'm going to give y'all an update on my rent, okay? So anyway, don't let me forget the rent story. And so I did a cruise 4 years in a row for these guys out of Atlanta. Shout out to Marcus and Troy. And what I don't understand is, it is their money, right? It is their money. They can do whatever they want to with it. They can book whoever they want to, but they had me 4 years in a row. So the fifth year that they were going to have, hold on, y'all, I'm supposed to be getting something back from this company about this. Yeah, they said it hadn't hit me back yet. Okay. So, it's just food. Everything is natural here, allegedly. This is alleged chicken sausage. So, they have booked me for 4 years in a row. So now it's time for their fifth anniversary, right? Oh, all right then. Good morning, love. So when it came to the fifth year, they didn't book me. They booked a friend of mine named Sophia, and I was okay with that because Sophia is my friend. It's like, okay, they actually could have booked me and Sophia because we used to work together, but that's their money. They do what they want to do. So I didn't have a problem with it. So, but I just thought it was strange that y'all booked me. If I was good for the first, second, and the third year and the fourth year, bitch, I was good enough for the fifth year. If it had been me and Sophia, you could have booked us together because we work together good. Me and Sophia read and go off on each other, and we used to do these two old ladies. That's the one everybody was telling y'all about. If you ever heard about the drag queen who said that Tyler Perry stole her idea, that's Sophia. That's the one who was doing the Madea act way before Madea started. Well, not Madea act, but was doing the old lady. And he said that Tyler Perry came to the show, tipped him. The whole gay community in Atlanta knows about it, but it's like a hush-hush thing, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being a member. And all the members that are on here, hey, y'all, all the members that are on here, can y'all please let everybody know that I do have the venue for my show? That if you're a member, you've seen it, and it's a beautiful place. So I think, Janet, you're a member. So let them know you've seen it, and it's a beautiful place. I just have to get the deposit. I'll have deposit Monday. So they didn't book me the fifth year. Okay, that's fine. But baby, when I got the tea, honey, When I got the tea, so I have to say allegedly because I wasn't there. So this is secondhand smoke that I got. Yeah, yeah, y'all go to my community as well, and when I go in there and post stuff in there, y'all need to follow me on Facebook because my gay friends, they don't respond to my. They so used to me doing drag and they're not used to the PT's point of view type of stuff. So y'all have to go and support me. Oh, thank you, Moondog. I appreciate that. So, so the fifth year, so the fifth year of the event, I wasn't invited, and that's fine. No problem with that. But honey, the tea that I got, so the tea that I got, no, nobody was hating. Sophia's my friend. She had nothing to do with that. She was just getting booked. And she definitely deserved to get booked because, at the time, I don't think my friend Sophia was on the radio at the time anymore. So she, that was good for her that she'd be able to get that work or whatever. And the booking had nothing to do. Sophia, my booking had nothing to do with Sophia. They booked me. They booked Sophia. So y'all let me tell my story, okay? I know y'all talking, but y'all gotta let me tell my story, okay? Everybody got this plate, okay? I stole this one from Neiman Marcus. So, so I got the tea when the boat was over, when the cruise is over. They say, oh, Sean. Well, no, it's true. It really happened, but I just have to say allegedly. The lover walked into the room. The two guys that booked me for the show, and the lovers walked into the room. One of the lovers walked in no, I ain't gonna say allegedly. It did happen. Fuck that. I ain't saying no name, so I'm gonna say it happened. So the lover walked in, and the lover was getting his foot massaged by another man who wasn't his man. So the lover said, "Get your hands off my boyfriend, my husband." They were married. So he didn't get his hands off of him. And next thing you know, there was a fight on the ship. Oh yeah. Honey, it got so bad. That the lovers, the whole rest of the trip, stayed in somebody else's room. Hello? Hello? Is anybody over there? Baby, when I heard that, I said, that's what they get for not booking me. And they hadn't had a cruise since, but they do events. I would tell y'all the name of their company, but I don't want to get in trouble. Shout out to, I almost said their name. They had a fight, honey, over a foot massage. So that's it. I'm like, girl, just go and have a threesome. Y'all, I heard y'all was into open relationships. Anyway. So my son, he's a very masculine guy. I can show y'all his picture. I'm gonna show you his picture, but I'm not gonna show you his name. Because he's out. He's not in the closet. He has two boys. His baby mama know about him. They cool, he had kids way before, And he's just a masculine guy. And he asked people to go on a cruise with him, but they all want to sleep with him. Like, what did you say? The checking for the sounds, please. What? I'm not understanding what you mean by checking for the sounds. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all his picture just to show you, and I just want to make sure I don't show his name. Ooh. So when you see him, you'll understand why. In the background, there's somewhat there. Okay, okay. I get what you're saying. My apologies. So here he is right here. I'm not gonna show his name. I'm just showing the picture. He's out of the closet, so I'm not outing him. This is him right here. So, and he's a very masculine guy. And, he's asking people to go on a cruise with him, but everybody want to sleep with him. It's like, no, bro, I'm not. I just want you to go on a cruise. I'm trying to get some guys to go on this cruise, and not all that extra stuff, but it's hard for him to find somebody. So, there you have it. So that's my son, not my biological son. He's like my son. He got his own kids. I got a lot of my sons. Let me show you my son. Now my son, he out the closet. He don't mind me showing this. Now this was my first somewhat of a son that I adopted in my life. Um, Hold on. I met him when he was in college. Oh my God, I hope I don't start crying. Damn. Ugh. So I met him when he was in college. And he was in college and he would come up from Grambling. Him and my two other sons. These are the ones who were my first people that I took under my wings. And I used to get on them about coming to Dallas and not wanting to go back to school and, hang out. And I said, take y'all asses back to school and stop hanging out in Dallas. And this guy I'm about to show you, his name is Donald. But Donald, um, I met him, he had to be, how old are you when you were in college? Like 18, 19? Donald is in his 50s now. And we lost contact from each other. I don't know how. So it was Donald, Joe Nathan, and Duck. I'm sorry, Donald, Tyrone, and Joe Nathan. Yeah, it was like 18, yeah. So Joe Nathan died. He died. He died actually. He actually died the weekend I was at the Maury Povich show. That's when I got the phone call. Whew. So those three hung together. Tyrone is still living. Tyrone is good friends with Kennedy Davenport. Him and I, we really don't. Hey, good morning, Penny. We really don't speak anymore, but he's still my son. They were just in college. They'd come up from Grambling, and I have a lot of those Grambling graduates that were my sons too that I adopted to take up under my wings. As a matter of fact, one of my sons was the band director at Grambling. He was the band director, and then he moved on to he's still at Grambling. He's not working for them, but he do a lot of things with the Grambling band. He's a doctor now. He's my son as well. And so Donna, who I'm about to show you, oh God, baby, hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Lord Jesus, why ain't nobody call me until I decide to go live? Why are you calling me at 9:24 in the morning? Jesus Christ. Anyway, hold on, y'all. I was going to show y'all my son Duck. They call him Duck, but Donald is his real name. Okay, here he is right here. So when I was going to tell y'all about some things I didn't know about them during their college years, there's things I didn't know about them during their college years. Baby, I'm live. You're gonna have to wait. shit. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. So look, so here he is right here. So I met him when he was a freshman in college, and we lost contact with each other, and we finally, I couldn't find him nowhere. I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked, and I didn't know if he had moved back to Louisiana, and I didn't know where he was at. So finally, one day, he popped up on Facebook, and we started talking and everything. I started crying. He's like, Dad, don't start crying. Don't start all that crying. I said, you're like my son, nigga. Like, I met you when you was in college. You're like my son. Like, I watched you grow up. And they'll tell you that PT is the reason why they stayed in college. Because I stayed on their ass about staying in college. It's like another one of my sons, Quay, we lost contact too, but Donald knows how to get in contact with him. I was at the club in Dallas one night. This tall, handsome guy walks up to me. He goes, hey, Dad. I'm like, huh? It's Quay. Quay from Grambling? Yeah. Hey. He gave me a big hug. About 6 feet tall. 6'4", something like that. Dreads. Back then, he didn't have all that. It was like, Dad, you taught me about life and staying in school and don't get on drugs, use protection. You know, same old shit I always say. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So, that's crazy. So, um, so we got in contact with each other. We got to catching up on life and where he been and what he been doing. It's like, Dad, I'm in Dallas, and you know, cause he used to do my show every year. He do Mel show, and he would perform every year for my birthday show or my anniversary show. And oh my God! And I said, well, catch me up on things. He goes, Dad, I'm a grandfather. What? When did you have kids? He said, Dad, I had kids in college, and I didn't never tell you that. Because you would have told me, get your ass back to school and take care of your kids and stop running up and down here with these punks. He know I would have told him that. Oh, and I couldn't believe it. He said, Daddy, he said, I'm a grandfather. Yep. So, and then Tyrone is still around. He's doing really good for himself. And again, Joe Nathan, he passed away. And I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story about Joe Nathan. I promise you I won't cry. I swear I won't cry. Paige spilling the tea, I promise you I won't cry. See, if I tell you I won't cry, I won't cry. So when he graduated from Grambling, he's like, Dad, I want to move to Dallas. Okay. You graduated from college. Now you can come up, you can stay with me till you get yourself together. Then you get your own place. He came up to... Let me show y'all a picture of him right quick. Okay. So he came to Dallas. My son, I gotta dig deep for his picture, but I know I have it. Baby, my son was so fine. The boy was so fine. He never wore a shirt unless he was going to work. Like he would go to the club with no shirt on. He was very Afrocentric. Like the nose rings, the rings, piercings and all that, very dark, very Afrocentric, very handsome. He was from Faraday, Louisiana, by the way. If anybody know anything about Faraday, that's where he was. That's where he was from. But I got let me dig deep into my vault, and I'm gonna find a picture of him while I'm telling you. Find his picture while I'm telling you about him. So he moved to Dallas, and he moved in with me temporarily. And when I tell you that Negro was neat, when I tell you, thank you, Janet. When I tell you that Negro was neat, shoes here, clothes here, this like this, my underwear here. It's like, Dad, you got stuff everywhere. I said, well, I had a two-bedroom at the time. I said, that's your room. Don't worry about what I got going on in my room. Okay? Your room is fine. You would have thought he was in the military. You would have thought my son Joe Nathan was in the military. That motherfucker had everything. It lined up perfectly. So he moved in with me, and finally he got his degree in something. I forgot what his degree was in, but he ended up. I'm not going to pull up his picture. I gotta find it. Gotta dig deep for it. So he ended up getting his own place, and I don't know how long he stayed in Dallas, but then I get a phone call from him. No, I get a message from him like, Dad, I'm ready to move to Atlanta. I said, son, if that's what you want to do what you want to do. I said, you graduated from college, you came to Dallas, you had a good time here, and if that's what you want to do, I told you what to do. If you go to Atlanta, anywhere, keep your head on straight, don't do drugs, use protection, if you can, because I know it's hard, and just try to do the right thing, don't be in trouble, don't do drugs, stuff like that. So I want to show his picture before I finish the story. So give me a second. So he moved to Atlanta. Now I was hearing through the word of mouth that he was smoking weed, which is okay with that. But there was a time he never smoked. Yeah, he was so organized. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up his picture. He was so fucking organized. And so I said, oh, he's smoking? Yeah, he's smoking weed. I said, oh, okay, well, whatever. Then he started drinking. I'm like, what did he start drinking? Because, baby, he didn't want to be around no liquor, no alcohol, no drug, none of that. But, he's growing up, he's doing things, whatever. So, moving forward, then I found out he's stripping. He was stripping at a strip club in Atlanta called Swinging Richards. Swinging Richards was very popular place. They was on TV at one time. I mean, hell, I used to be a male dancer, so I mean, okay, I was okay with that. You heard what I said. I was a male dancer, and so I went to go visit him in Atlanta. He had a little house and everything. He lived by himself, and he seemed to be doing good. And we talked, and he told me a story, and I cannot share the person's name. But he's like, Dad, I got something to tell you. He said, Atlanta is wild. I said, who you talking to? Boy, I was going to Atlanta before you was even born. Okay, so you ain't telling me nothing new. So I'm looking for his picture. So he said, I was at Swinging Richards one night, and this R&B singer came up to me with her boyfriend or husband and wanted to watch us have a threesome. And, he told me who it was. I'll never tell y'all, bitch. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I never tell you. You can guess. I'll still never tell you. So he said, and I said, y'all had a threesome? He said, yeah. No, she watched us have a threesome. I said, wow. And, that was it. He was just telling me different stories and all this stuff. And I've always been transparent. I've always told my son about, using protection and, don't, whatever. But, listen, when I was young, I had unprotected sex, and stuff like that. And it happens with straight and gays. It just happens, But, Atlanta's a different place. And, you gotta protect yourself, not just from HIV, but syphilis, gonorrhea, and all them other deadly diseases. You know what I mean? I'm still looking for his picture, y'all. So that was it. I left Atlanta, and I was at the Maury show, and I got a phone call from my other son, the one Tyrone that I told y'all about. I don't need to check nothing. You're not running nothing over here. You're not running nothing over here. So uh, he he said, hey, Joe Nathan is in the hospital. So what's wrong with him? He's got pneumonia. Well, I already knew what that was. And I was like, oh, this ain't good. I said, well, I'm gonna try to make it back so I can get to the hospital. How is he doing? Is he okay? Is he hanging on? Like, what's, I already knew what it was, before, hold on, I don't know. I got to find this picture. I mean, I knew what it was before, when I talked to my son and he told me, and I just, I cried and everything and whatever. And he passed away. Yeah, he passed away. And I was devastated because I talked to a friend of his. Now, I want y'all to please block anything, anybody. Well, I don't care. I'm being sensitive right now. Your comments don't mean anything to me right now. It doesn't matter to me. I'm doing sensitive content right now, so I'm blocking you from my page, bitch. So, hold on. Let me go to my other page and see if I can find him. So, damn. Somebody found a big old snake in the yard. But anyway, so so when he died and everything, he had a friend named Eric, and I was able to get in contact with Eric. I said, Eric, what happened to my son? He said, PT, he had a doctor, he had medication, he wouldn't take it. What? So when I went to go visit him in Atlanta, he was living with he had HIV, he had a whole doctor, he had everything. He just would not take his medication. I'm like, why? Why? And he passed away. I got his picture. I just got to dig deep and find it. But that was my son. So anyway, we was talking about my son, who's a very masculine guy. He wants to go on a cruise, but he can't find nobody that's not want to sleep with him. So I told him, I said, I don't know. We get enough people on the cruise, you probably get a free room. You just got to tell people that it's that you doing a cruise, and if they want to come on board, they can. But I don't know. It happens like that. It's like that in the straight world, in the gay world. People just horny. People just horny. They want some. They want some. I got to find my son in here. I know. Oh, wait a minute. I know. Okay, I know where he's at. I got a group that got my son's names in there. Let me see if I can find it in there. Hold on 1 second. I forgot I had a PT Sons group, so it's probably in there. Hold on. Yeah, but and then when my son told me he had, oh my God, my son told me he had, Joe Nathan had to been, I don't know, I can't remember. Joe Nathan had to been in his 30s. He had to been in his 30s. Or maybe late 20s. I'm gonna have to ask my son Donald, the one I just showed y'all on the picture. He'll tell me how old he was. I can't remember. I just met all of them when they was in college, so they had to been about 18. Yeah, they all had to been about 18, 19 when I met them. And they were all in the band and stuff. Well, I know Joe Nathan was in the band, I believe. When I ain't looking for his picture, I find it. That's sad. Yeah. When I'm not looking for his picture, I can find it. He's a very handsome guy. He's very handsome. Once in his life, he tried to be a drag queen, but it didn't work. And guess who he performed like? Me. He performed just like me. He had my waist down. But it didn't last long. It was like a phase he was going through. hmm He was going through a phase. Going through a phase. Yeah. But the thing, what's sad part is, he didn't have to die. He's too young. He came out way too late to have to die from that disease. That was just, maybe he just didn't want to take his medicine. My cousin died from AIDS, and he was younger than me. Just didn't want to live. Um, okay. If I don't find this boy's picture, I'm gonna scream. Uh-oh. I thought I almost found it. It's a black and white. Guess what, y'all? I'm 500 people short of 27,000 subscribers. Yes. 500. Yes, sir. We're getting there. We're getting there. Somebody say they don't like to see me with a wig and makeup on, but apparently it's working. Hello. But I know buffoonery works. If that's what you want to call it what it is. If you want to say it's because it's buffoonery, I don't care. Cause I gotta make it for myself. Ain't nobody else trying to help me get to the top. So I gotta do it for myself. Hello? I gotta do it for myself. Ain't nobody else gonna help me. I gotta do it for myself. And I'm still looking for my son's picture. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, while I'm doing this, there's some pictures y'all have never seen before. So I'm gonna show you guys a picture of me. I don't remember what year this was. The picture's very grainy, but let me show you me back in my pageantry days. Now, this picture I'm about to show you is actually my friend who was unalived by two 17-year-olds in Dallas a couple of years ago. He was coming from lunch, and they killed him for no reason. They killed him for no reason. So this is him. That was my friend Manny, and that's PT. That was me back during my pageantry days. See how skinny I was? Yeah, those were my pageantry days. hmm Oh God, I wish I could get back to that size again. I could, but y'all would think something's wrong with me. Yeah, I could. I could get back down to that size. I just have to work hard at it. It'd be so hard. Just don't have the fucking energy. Mm-mm. Just don't have the energy. Yeah, denial, And he used to always get on him too, because he would always talk about people living with HIV, and I said, you need to stop that. Look, here's an old throwback picture of me from '87. Look. Girl, what? Ooh, look at that waist, bitch. Oh, look at that waist. Look at that phone in the background, y'all, the home phone. Yes, 1987, bitch. There it is up there, 1987. See it up there, August 1987. Yes, look at that waist. Look at that waist. That waist is lost. She's gone. She's out of here. Okay, the waist is gone. She's gone, honey. She's gone. She's out of here. Goodbye, yellow brick road. Here's another son of mine, but we don't talk that much. Mm-hmm. We don't talk that much anymore. This is me when I first moved to Dallas, when I used to try to drink and smoke. See the cigarette in my hand? I think that was a cigar. I can't remember. And that's a Budweiser. Really, PT? That was back before filter. Everything. Well, there were no filters. Well, it probably was, but that wasn't a filter. That was actually me in the 90s. I don't need you to pray for me. What you praying for me for? What are you praying for me for? What is there to pray for? Okay, I might be running up on my son's picture. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you one more time. What are you praying for me for before we block you? Y'all can me come here talking that shit, and then when I ask you something, you don't say nothing. So I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, and then we're gonna remove you from my live. Are you saying you praying for me because of stuff I'm going through, or because I'm gay, or what? Because I need you to be specific about why you're praying for me, so we know which way to roll this boat. Okay, moderators, give it to her. Okay, give it to her, moderators. Here's me doing Tina Turner. This is why I need to get me another Tina wig, because I do a great Tina Turner. That's me in my Tina look. I just got to get somebody to make that wig for me. Damn, moderators, y'all slow today. Come on, let me remove this person. God damn. Shit. I got 3 moderators. Y'all couldn't move that person? Anyway, that's my Tina look. That's the wig I need to have made again. I need somebody to make that for me again. It's a Tina Turner wig. I'm trying to find my son. I know he's in here. Here's an old picture of me. Back in, this from 2000. Old picture. This is me back in 2000, y'all. See, I've been dressing like this for a long time. This is way before I had my YouTube channel. This is a long time ago, way before I had my YouTube channel. So, I didn't just start dressing like that, okay? Just so you know. I don't know why I can't find my son. I know he's in here somewhere. Moderators, y'all sleep over there? Do I need to hang up the live? Or what's the tea? Y'all sleep? Y'all mighty quiet over there. Oh, hi, Melissa. Melissa, are you my friend on YouTube? Because I got to tell you something. Not bad. I just want to tell you something. I know, but y'all didn't block that person when I asked y'all. Why did y'all block the person that asked me how am I doing? Bowl85, are you still there? Why did y'all block that person? Why did y'all remove that person's name? The person said, how are you? They just asked me how I was doing. Okay, you still there? Okay, I don't know why they removed your comment. Are you sure it was me? Okay, it's not you. Okay, it's another lady named Melissa. Maybe her last name is Whitmire. Okay, no, that's not you. No, it's not you. It's somebody else. I know who she is. I need to get in contact with her. I need to tell her something. She sent me a message and not, cause she's not really on my YouTube a lot, but she's on my Facebook a lot. But she watches my show, so I thought you were her. Either her last name is Whitmire or she goes by Melissa, one of the two. Yeah, okay. I agree. Consider you one of my friends. I do not want to have it. No, 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 no. No, it's not you. It's somebody else. You good. It was somebody else. Yeah. Oh, I'm about to go crazy because I can't find my son's picture. And I've been looking and looking and looking and looking, and I can't find it. But I know it's in my hard drive somewhere in my pictures. But I can't find it. Other than that, let's do an update on everything. Okay, so if you live in Dallas, I will be in Dallas this Sunday. Uh, no, I'm not out of town. I'm back home. Don't you know my house when you see it? I'll be out of town again this weekend. I can't believe the show is already here. Damn. I'll be in Dallas this weekend. Sunday's the show. Um, and then Sunday is the show. It's going to be at this place called Sue Ellen's upstairs. And it's going to be early. It's an early show, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, something like that. And then, okay. And I'm still looking for my son's pictures. I'm gonna give y'all guys some updates. Okay. We are now, if you don't plan on coming to my, no, darling. Nobody's booking me like that, Darnell. Nobody's booking me like that. You know, I haven't made as big as, I'm trying to get that big. I'm trying to get there where a lot of these other people are. Yeah, I'm coming to Dallas this Sunday. I want to do a meet and greet in Dallas, but they always tell me they want to meet me. Then when I say, oh, well, okay, let's do a meet and greet, they think the meet and greet is a charge. There's no charge. Why would I charge you to meet me somewhere we all have dinner or lunch? That's stupid. So Dallas this Sunday, 3 o'clock show at upstairs, a place called Sue Ellen's. Okay? And then after that, a week after that, I'll be in Houston. Okay? I'm not doing a show, but I want to tell you guys I'm doing a meet and greet in Houston. What is a meet and greet? We're just hanging out. There's no money involved. You got to pay for your own fucking food. Where is it going to be? I don't know where it's going to be. I got to get people. I got to see who wants to meet first. And then when I get a head count, then from there, we'll come up with a place. I'm telling y'all right now, if this meet and greet don't go through, don't ask for another one. Only thing I'm going to be working on is my birthday show. Because I'm so sick of y'all telling me, oh, I want to meet you in person. And then when I say I'm going to be in the city, y'all get ghosts and act like you don't want to meet. Like, I'm not begging y'all to meet me. I'm just talking to the people who claim they want to see me. So I will be in Dallas. I'm not doing a meet and greet in Dallas. I'm just doing the show. You want to come to the show? It's $15 to get in. It's at 3 o'clock and it's upstairs. And it's in the Oakland area, the little gay area in town. All right. But the meet and greet, there's going to be 2 meet and greets. One in Houston, the first weekend in May. I think it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. The first Saturday in May, we're doing a meet and greet. If you want to meet me in Houston, inbox me on one of my emails because I need to get a head count. We'll go to some public restaurant and we all sit down and eat, but I have to have you email me an email address and a picture, send some type of social media so we know who you are, so we don't invite some crazies to the cookout, okay? You can still be crazy when you come, but we'll have something waiting on you when you get there. Trust me, we will. Let me see what else. Yeah, and I'm not going to put it out in the public where we're meeting at because that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good at all. Okay. It was something I was going to tell y'all. All right. So then there's a meet and greet in Atlanta. That's before my birthday show. That's Memorial Day weekend. I'll be in Atlanta Memorial Day weekend. That meet and greet will be on a Sunday, I think. I don't think it's going to be a Saturday. It may be a Sunday. We'll just have to do a head count, and then we'll see how many people. What's a better date for everybody? Oh, okay. Happy early birthday. Yeah, so that's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sorry, that's Atlanta Memorial Day weekend. Houston the first weekend in May. Now, please, when I come to Houston and I leave, don't say nothing to me about the meet and greet because I will block you from my live because you have plenty of opportunity to meet me. You have the chance. I put it out there. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a whole video when I finish talking to y'all, and I'm give you guys a special invitation to come meet me in Houston and in Dallas. Then after that, I'm just concentrating on my birthday show. Okay. And I think that's pretty much. And I will be in the DMV area, but that's going to be Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah, the DMV will be Thanksgiving weekend up in the DC, Maryland area. We could do one there too, but that's if everybody, stop talking that trash and do what they say they want to do, okay? Because either way it go, I'm going regardless. So, and it doesn't cost anything for a meet and greet. We're just hanging out. That's it. I still can't find my son's. I can't believe I can't find his picture. That's sad. That's absolutely sad. But I know I got his picture somewhere in my lives. In my thing, but I don't know what I did with it. I guess the next time I go live, what I'll do is oh, found him. There he goes right there. So y'all want to see my son, the one I was talking about, the one that passed away, the one I told you he's moved in with me, and he moved in with me and everything, and y'all ready to see him? Uh-oh, this might be the hotel. Hold on. No. It was him. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. That was my heart. That was my baby. Now here he didn't have all those piercings, but he baby, let me tell you, before he left here, that was pierced. He had 3 or 4 of those pierced. That lip was pierced. That everything. That eye was pierced. That was during his innocent days before he got wild. But that was my heart. That was my baby. I miss him so much. And he would stutter. And he get nervous and he get excited. Hey, slow down and talk to me. And stop all that damn stuttering. Yeah, he was. Yeah. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna say Wendy Williams is on. The View is on 10 minutes from now, and I gotta make a phone call before The View comes on. I love you guys. Don't forget, if you're not coming to the birthday show, you can still sponsor tickets. You can still sponsor tickets and just, send it to the Cash App. Say, hey, PT, this is for ticket giveaways, because we're going to sell out of tickets. Even if I had to buy myself and give them away, we're going to sell out. My birthday party is going to be slam jam packed. We're going to either I want to do 150 tickets. I may do 200. It just depends. I'm going to try to get a place where they say, well, you can add 50 more seats. If I can do that, then I'll do that. But Atlanta, Georgia, July the 10th. Listen, as soon as the tickets go on sale, go ahead and try to secure your place where you're going to stay when you come to Atlanta. I got to go. It's almost time for The View. Y'all be good. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Thank you, moderators.